Ray's Sports and Slams is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
Yes, indeed. Monday evening. It is that time. It is the time. Episode numero tres. That's 3 in Spanish. Ray's Sports and Slams. It is on. Let's go. Lots to talk about today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I appreciate this. BoinkStudios.com is where you can find us. Follow us, subscribe, like, share, Instagram, Facebook, BoinkStudios.com, Ray's Sports and Slams. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome, dude. Nothing but love. Got a lot to talk about today. And before I get into this, I want to welcome some people there. And I see my man Fernando is in the house. What's up, brother? My boy Tim Gonzalez is in the house. What's up? What's up? Thank you guys for following and watching the show. And I'm going to bring in my guest. He is the sports guru of gurus. He's the NBA king of kings. He's a friend of mine for, over a decade now. He is the host of the podcast Rod's Balls. Welcome, my man, Don Q. What's up, brother?
What's up, Ray? Thank you for having me for that tremendous introduction. That was awesome, man.
Of course, brother. Of course. Thank you so much for coming in, bro. I appreciate you.
No, man, I'm enjoying, you watching you and what you're doing with Ray's, Sports and Slams podcast. I've been, thoroughly impressed by, your knowledge over the years, of Lakers especially, but sports in general.
Did you say Lakers? Okay.
Yeah. The Kobe, you and I have been going back and forth. I always thought that John Starks was the best player in the world, but, you have a valid argument with Kobe. I'm going to give you that one.
Thank you, my friend. Lots to talk about. We're going to deep dive into all the big three. And everybody, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. First, I want to get into some American League Championship Series baseball. And right now, there is a Game 7. I didn't think this was going to happen, but there is a Game 7. It is Seattle Mariners, Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto. Shane Bieber versus George Kirby. This is the game. I didn't think it was going to go 7. So now that it is, talk to me. I'm going to let you run with this first. Who do you like and why? And give me your thoughts on this.
So I watched Toronto beat my Yankees. I fear Guerrero, Vladimir Jr. That guy, I said when we played him, I thought we should have walked him every time. Why let that guy beat you? We did a nice job against Bieber. I believe we had, a bunch of runs against. I think he always pitched 2 innings against us.
Yeah.
But I think that with the energy of the crowd, like last night's game, the energy of the crowd is just insane. You're in Toronto. These guys are craving this, man. They could taste this, So I feel that, give it to the Mariners. They're a good team. They have, Raleigh. I like him. Kirby, he's good. He's good. Emerson, Cole Young. I like those guys, but I really think that, man, this Blue Jays team is tough, man. I think they're going to take it. I think they're going to take it convincingly. I don't think.
You heard this first, folks.
I don't think it's going to be tight. I think once Guerrero gets up there and does something, and everybody else seems to follow his lead, I think, Kirby. Listen, he had a bad shoulder, right, for a while.
Yep.
He was out for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
He has great control, good speed, but I really think that they're gonna probably go to town on him tonight.
Wow. Okay. I mean, my thought is this, and I'm sure you could agree with me. When you have somebody by the throat, you got to finish. They were up 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's in Toronto. I don't care if it's in Philadelphia. I don't care if it's in Georgia. You're up 3-2. You got to put this team away. Like you said, to piggyback off you, Vlad Guerrero, the son of Hall of Famer Vlad Guerrero Sr., beast.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want this guy to get hot. You don't want this guy to get on a tear. No. He hit one last night. I don't think it's landed. I think it's still flying up there, bro.
You
So I
could
feel
see the
bad.
swing. You could see the swing. The guy, you know, you remember his dad's swing.
His dad swing. And it's
Obviously
kind of
that-
similar, right? It's kind of like this
Yeah.
effortless swing, and he's like, he stands there and just admires the flight. I'm like, oh God.
For sure. I'm going to give the Mariners some advice. If you listen to Ray Sports and Slams podcast, you will walk this man. Do not let him beat you like the Yankees did. The Yankees try to pitch to him in the first inning. He just poop. Goodbye. Walk him. I'm telling you, let everybody else beat you. Like Kobe, you know, let Kobe get his 50. You know, let everybody else beat you. I think that's what they should do. Just, you know what? If you walk him the first inning, you're going to mess with his head right away. You're going to be like, oh, come on, man. Really? You're going to walk me in my hometown? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you got to get in the guy's head. He's dangerous, man. He's
extremely dangerous. And yeah, to follow up, I feel like, yeah, like you've got to set the tone. If you let Kirby go up there and walk one or two and pitch to Vlad, and Vlad launches one, dude, the game's over. So
his head's
even
gone,
if there's
man.
2 outs, you got to walk him.
I agree. I don't know how you feel about that, Ray. Like I said it at the Yankee series, and people are like, no, you have to, you know, show him that we're home and we're not going to pitch around people. But where did that get us at the end of the day? He wasn't the only reason that the Yankees lost, but big part of it.
Huge part. I'd say at least 70%.
100%.
65, 70. Yeah, I agree. Dude, I feel like in baseball, it's a chess game, and you've got to think strategically. And yeah, Vladimir's, you walk him. He's not a massive base stealing threat. So what are you really giving up? If you have 2 outs, no one on, who cares? Walk him, dude. Do you want him to launch one?
Get in his head.
Get in his head. Get in his head.
Yep.
Make someone else beat you. I'm a firm believer in it. Playing the Bulls, let Jordan get his 65. You don't want someone else on the Bulls dropping 30, 40 points. So yeah, you know, Vladimir's your killer. You know, he's the guy that's gonna, you know, do the most damage on that team.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Like, I feel like you can't go in a situation where you have to pitch to him, where he's going to kill you. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to walk him, by all means, walk him. Don't turn this into a game where, you know, oh, no one's out, pitch to him. Like, all right, and see what happens. It's not going to be a good look. Let me ask you this as well. I know Toronto made a big mistake. They had their ace go, I think, 6 innings, 75 pitches. Coach took him out. I'm old school. I feel like what happened to the guys throwing 110, 120 pitches? That's like dinosaur to us now. Now it's like 60 pitches, 70 pitches. That's enough because the analytics say take him out. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy's giving up no runs. He's striking out 10. Why are you taking this guy out? Give me your feedback on this, dude, and give me your opinion.
I totally agree with you on this because I understand analytics is a big part of the game. The analytics is a part of the reason why Girardi is no longer a manager of the Yankees, because he was too black and white. Oh, he's at 90 pitches. We have to stop. He's at 60 pitches. We have to stop. I think when it comes down to the playoffs in the World Series, you're there. You're right there. You cannot do what you always do. You have to make adjustments, and you have to go with sentiment and feeling. If you see a guy has thrown 60 pitches and he's rocking and he's getting outs, you have to totally stop looking at the pitch count. That worry about him and go up to him and say, Ray, how do you feel? You think you can do this? You think you could get a few more batters? Go talk to them. You can go to the mound. You have to think outside of the box. You cannot be a robot AI generated manager. You can't do that.
Preach, brother. Preach. You can't.
It's not going to get you anywhere. And I had this problem with Boone. Also, counting pitches. I don't know if you know, but my favorite player was Nestor Cortez.
Okay,
right?
I know who he is.
Nestor Cortez, he brought him in, crucial game against the Dodgers. He had shoulder issues, surgery, whatever it was. And because he felt the pitch count was too high, he brought Nestor Cortez in, which was the wrong move. Because we know what happened after that.
Yes, we definitely know what happened after that.
So if Boone would have stayed with, I forgot who he relieved. But if he would have stayed with him, ignore the pitch count, ignore what you typically do, change. Because listen, people are going to adapt to your game plan, right? They're going to say, you know what, Boone, he's going to take this guy after 60 pitches. we're ready for the next guy. You know, so you have to change what you're doing to be great. You cannot do the same thing. You have to adapt.
You have to adapt. And if you know, hey, this coach is going to take him out after 60, 70 pitches, let's make him burn those pitches out so we can get him out of here. If you know going in, that's the coach's mindset. That's his analytics talking. Dude, if I'm a smart coach, I'm going to like, hey, even if he strikes me out, make him pitch the 3 strikes. Don't, hit a few fouls or whatever. But like make him burn that pitch count. You know he's coming out. If you know that's how the manager thinks, you're going to take advantage of it, dude. Yeah, and like I feel like Matt Scherzer had to like tell the coach, like, dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
Let me pitch.
Yeah.
I don't want to say what he said,
Yeah.
but it wasn't no thank you.
Yeah. But you see that is the kind of communication that you need, man. You got to be brutally honest. Like you got to say, look, they know that you're going to take me out in 60, and actually they know how to prepare for the reliever coming in. So no, you leave me in a little longer, change up your reliever. Let's change things up, throw people off of their game. Tonight, the Mariners have to throw Toronto off their game. They're away, like you said. They let this pass, right? They're now in a do or die situation. So now you got to put all your cards on the table tonight. If you play this like a regular game, you're going bye-bye.
100%. If you treat this like any other AI sport, like you said, any analytical manager, yeah, dude, you're screwed because you know who's coming in next. Oh, 75 pitches, this guy's coming in, and he's going to go through a certain amount of pitches, and this guy's coming in. Yeah, you have to switch. You got to change it up, dude. Preach, dude. I feel like, it's not a good look because at the end of the day, players aren't stupid. And if they know your tendencies and they know this guy's coming out of a certain amount of pitches, you're going to wait on him and you're going to crush him, take him deep, and game's over. Like I said, Scherzer was smart enough to say, dude, I'm good. Yes. And it probably threw the other team completely off because they were expecting this other guy coming in. He didn't come in. So the 7th inning guy turned into the 8th inning guy. And
there you go. That's it. That's everything. And keep your phone on, Ray, tonight, because I'm going to text you. If this guy hits a home run, if Guerrero Jr. hits a home run, I'm just turning my TV off. I'm just turning it off.
It's another one. All right. Sticking with Major League Baseball, the story of all stories is Shohei Ohtani. Dude, I've never seen a freak of nature like this in baseball in my life. This guy pitches, but not just average pitching. This guy's like lights out pitching, hits like a cyborg. Do people sometimes say, oh, he's like Babe Ruth? He's nothing like Babe Ruth. Dude, Babe Ruth didn't hit 3 home runs in a game and strike out 10, at least not to my knowledge.
No.
Dude, I think this guy's a freak, and he's going to run away with MVP, dude. Give me your opinion and your full rundown of Shohei, dude. What do you feel about him?
So at first, I didn't believe the hype. I was like, this guy, But now, after I watched him closely the last game, and I watched this guy just take the whole lineup apart. 10 strikeouts, I think he had, hitting over 100 miles an hour consistently, and then coming in and being a total force. He's a freaking cleanup hitter, man. This guy is a pitcher and a cleanup hitter. Where have you ever seen that in our? I tell my son, he's 18. I say, Donnie, watch this guy because there will never ever be another Ohtani.
Never.
It's like a Jordan, let's call a spade a spade. Yes. How many people can throw over 100 miles an hour consistently, be 6'4", and hit 3 home runs in the same game? It's unheard of. Is he a robot? I want to check and see if he has blood in his veins.
I need to see a doctor like actually draw blood out of his arm because, dude, it's insane. Like I said, dude, strike out 10, they come up his first plate appearance and hit one to the moon. Like, dude, what is this guy made of? It's insane to me that he hits like a cleanup hitter. He hits like an everyday player and pitches like he's an all-star pitcher.
How would you
Fernando
like to
comments right there. Dude, he's the GOAT right now.
Yes,
dude.
sir.
Like,
I agree.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%.
Ray, how would you like to be, in the lineup and the Dodgers and say, you know what, we're going to pinch hit you for the pitcher. We're going to bring you
Dude, how weird is that? In another game, it's tied. You're up. You're like, hey, Donnie, we're going to bring our pitcher up to hit for you.
What?
What did I do? What did I do?
And then they put him at first base.
Then he's going to cover first. He's taking your spot.
That's all he needs to do now is like play another position.
Dude, yeah, if he learns how to play a standard position, dude, I'm done. Like, this guy is a freak of nature. He's a freak
We
of
should
nature.
all watch this in awe because this is once in a lifetime. This guy, we're fans of a sport. We love this, and we need to like. I'm a collector. Like I love memorabilia.
I see
And
some behind you.
I'm dying to get an autograph from this guy. Like I really want to get an autograph so bad that I've been trying, and I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna
please, dude, you got to get one.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm dying to get one, dude. I specifically went to a Met Dodger game, hoping and praying I can meet him and just get an autograph. I got there super early.
The amount of people that want autographs from this guy is unbelievable, man. It's like, I could see why he doesn't want to sign like that so much, but dude, that autograph is going to be worth something, in the future for sure.
And dude, like you bringing your son and watch that, dude. He's witnessing something that like you said, dude. He'll never witness something like this again. This is a freak of nature. He's 100%. A freak of nature, dude. The Dodgers are smart. Signed him big contract, dude. Pay this guy, dude. There's nothing on the planet that would prevent me from not signing this guy. If I'm the Dodgers owner, dude, what do you want? How do you want it? How much money do you want guaranteed? Like, dude, King's ransom, dude. If I have to trade some players to open up cap money to pay this guy, do what you got to do, dude. You can never let someone like this go, dude. You're out of your mind.
Look what it's done. Look what it's done for their team. Look what it's done for them. It's sort of planted them in history now. They're there. They're good. I really strongly feel they're going to repeat. I think they have that kind of team. They're just sitting there waiting around like, we're gonna take out the Mariners. We'll take out the Blue Jays, whoever it is. I don't think anybody's going to beat them, to be honest with you. I think they're too strong.
So let me end it with this. Let's say you're right. The Blue Jays pull this out convincingly.
Mm-hmm.
And they play the Dodgers. Is there any shot you give them? Or do you think the Dodgers are going to smoke these guys no matter who they play?
I just think that the Dodgers are too locked in right now. They're focused. And coming off of that Ohtani performance, man, like that has your team on your team. Like, Ray, if you did that, I would be like, yeah, I'm with Ray, man. That's Ray,
Yeah. Like I'm following Don. Wow, Don just did that? Okay.
Like my big brother's here, man. Like, if I have trouble, I'm bringing him out.
I'm bringing him out, dude. He's that dude. He's him, dude. He's him.
How many players can you say one person can affect a team like that? An MLB team. Yeah. There's not many.
So you feel like you even don't pitch to him, he's still going to strike you out.
100%.
So he's going to get you one way or the other. Like, okay, you're going to walk me every time I get up? No problem. Extra incentive there's to mow 101 by you and mow you down.
The guy's insane. I've never seen anything like it. Breaking bats. This guy's incredible,
Oh, my God. All right. Now I want to deep dive into the NFL. First, I want to talk about a team I know that you love. I'm sorry, my dude. We got to talk about the Jets.
Oh.
They keep taking an LOSE. I don't understand. Dude, what is wrong with this team? How do they get this right? Like, talk to me, bro. What is going on?
Broadway Joe. That's the guy right there. Broadway Joe. See him?
I see him.
They say he's
somewhere come back.
They say he's a curse. They say that he is the reason why the Jets are losing it when he's, God forbid, if he passes, the Jets going to win. I think that the Jets are just a mess from top to bottom. Ownership all the way down. And this is a systemic failure.
Okay.
This is not just Aaron Glenn. This is not quarterback situation. This is not a running back. This is a systemic failure. When they do one thing right, they get 2 penalties. When they get a good defensive turnaround, they get an interception. This is systemic. I think you could put myself and you in the coaching and they would still lose every single time. I think they have instilled such a losing culture in them that they can't seem to get themselves out of it.
So they're 2 steps forwards, 3 steps back.
100%. And Aaron Glenn is, I don't like what he did. He did when they lost last week. He's like, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to have a quarterback situation. I got to look at the film. But why do I have to change a quarterback right now? Fields is looking good. I can't make a decision. I'm not going to put that on the guy. And then next press conference, well, I needed a spark. I needed to make a change. And dude, you can't say that your quarterback is not touchable. You can't say you're going to call other coaches to see if you should bench this guy. You got to look in your own bench and say, coaches, what do you think? Ray, Tom, I got an issue with Fields. What do you think about Tyrod Taylor? What do you think? That's how
Exactly.
you make a decision. Not, oh, let me call Bill Parcells up and see. No, man, you don't do that. And don't tell people you're doing that if you're doing that.
But let me ask you this. Do you think Aaron Glenn's the cause of any of this? Because I remember the game against, I believe it was the Chargers, where where's Denver? I apologize. Where there was time left to call a timeout, and he just stood there, deers in headlights. That to me is a coaching error, dude. Like, you got to put it on Aaron at that point.
I agree. I mean, at that point, they had a little momentum going, right? And Wilson went up to him at the end of the half. Was like, dude, what's up? Why didn't we call timeout right here? Like, we had momentum. We could have got to the field goal line. His mentality was, I wanted to we were going to get the ball back second half. Anyway, no, man.
No.
You're 0-5 at that point. You got to do something. You can't let your team, after they just got 20 yards, walk off and watch the clock. And listen, if the fans are booing, they're booing for a reason. You know, New York fans are a little dramatic. But
we are.
Yeah, well, you know how it is, Ray.
Yeah.
But if you look, the first half of yesterday's game was all boos. When they brought Tyrod Taylor in, everything sort of changed. Yes, he threw an interception, but that was an amazing catch. Like,
that was sick. Yeah,
that was a sick one-handed catch. Like, okay, I give him that. But he changed the momentum, and it's all about, like when I DJ, I go off of feel, crowd feel. If you walk into somewhere and the crowd is not into it, I'm going to ruin your party. If I go into that knowing that party has energy and I have you on my side, we're going to a whole nother level.
Exactly, especially playing JC music.
The blueprint.
But yeah, I agree, dude. Like, at the end of the day, Maria's in the house. She says it right there. Thank you. I agree with what you're saying, Marla. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Ray, did you see there was an Instagram? They were like, when the players come out and they run out of the tunnel, they had all trash cans running out of the Jets tunnel. That's like, oh God. Man.
Aaron Glenn's a former player. You would think like he has a little more feel for the game. Like, he's not a coach that just came out of nowhere. Like, he played the game at a high level. He was a really good receiver. And I'm just surprised that he's like doesn't know clock management, the basic stuff. I get the big time stuff. Okay, he's not a Bill Parcells yet. Maybe he never will be. But the common stuff, the basic stuff about clock management, knowing where you are on the field at a certain time during the game, he just sometimes just doesn't get it. And to me, it's like, what I mean? It's like you're DJing a party and I'm telling you to play Bruno Mars and you're looking at me like, who? I'm like, what? I'm like, did I hire the right guy? Like, it's just crazy to me, dude. Like, it's nuts that he sometimes like has this like deer in headlight look. That look, and it was Denver, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that game in Denver, dude, like, clock is just going 10, 9, and I'm watching it with my friends. I'm like, is he gonna call timeout? Is he gonna try to get one more play? At least getting a field goal, even if the guy misses a 50-some yard field goal. Okay, at least make the attempt. Right. At least put yourself in a position to do it. I'd rather try and fail than not be able to try.
Right. In that series, we went for it on fourth down.
Yes.
If you go for it on fourth down, your intention is to try to score, right? So you make a fourth down conversion, and Fields is looking at him like, what? You want me to walk off the field right now? Come on, man. That's nuts, horrible. You have to give your players every chance to win. Yeah. If you're an 0-5 team, you cannot give up, man. You just threw the towel in. He threw the towel in.
And like, as I see it, you're pushing for that goal. You're pushing to at least put some momentum going to the second half, whether it's the touchdown or the field goal. But you're on that path, and to just pump the brakes and just say nah, psych.
Oh,
it's like
painful.
It's like, dude, it's like I'm getting the steak out. I'm getting all the ingredients. I'm about to put the fryer. I turn the oven up. Nah, I forget. Never mind.
Like, leave it raw.
Keep it raw. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't understand, dude. I'm blown.
I'm disappointed.
Staying in the path of the NFL. We got to talk about this. The Giants We're up 26-8. Yes, everybody, 26-8. 5 minutes left. Some way, somehow. I think the odds, I do recall talking to my buddy Tom, I think it was like 97% they had this game wrapped. Some way, somehow, they blew this game and lost 33-30 or 32.
Yeah, it was like 1 point, right? I
One
think
point, 33-32.
Boink Studios YouTube is the home of Ray's Sports and Slams, Tom Clark's Main Event, The Patton Report, Bear Mode, a podcast review of The Bear, and a lot more. Subscribe to the channel for archives that date back to 2014, with new content being uploaded every week. And check out boinkstudios.com for links to every podcast platform, social media, special announcements, and a lot more. Bookmark the site today.
I'm going to say this. I don't understand why, with 5 minutes left, you're even throwing the ball.
Oh, my God.
Why are you not running? Burn this clock down. You have 40 seconds each play. I'm handing you the ball, Don, with a second left on each play, burning the you-know-what out of this clock, and let you beat me with – burn all your timeouts, let you beat me with 3 – if you can score 20-something points in 2 minutes, go. Hey, it's meant to be. God's on your side. But to throw a pick blew my mind.
I mean,
the ball is yours, bro. Talk to me.
I mean, Dart, I'm sure Dart wants to take that back. Obviously, he felt that was on him. I like that he said that. You know what? He goes, that's on me at the end of the game. I respect that. You know, he could have easily blamed it on the extra points, you know, injuries. Debo got injured. But that late interception, man, that is unacceptable, man. I mean, the 2-point conversion, you know, the penalties, all this stuff. But I think Dart was crucial. That was crucial. The momentum was gone. At the end, we know the momentum was gone, right? So if you're gonna throw that ball like that, you and with momentum gone, throwing up a prayer, I don't think that was a good look on his part. And granted, you know, the missed extra points. I mean, come on, man. Like this is crazy. This is crazy.
Where's this kicker from?
He looked like a lineman. He's like number 99. I'm like, what is this guy? Is he a lineman? Is a kicker? What is he doing, man? You know?
And like now, dude, this is turning into like the last couple of years. Like all these European kickers are coming into the NFL, doing and crushing it. They're crushing it.
I mean, and, you know, we have Nick.
An American kicker is the worst right now. You don't want an American kicker, do I? Want my kicker to come from Barcelona, from London, from one of these European countries, dude. Don't tell me you're from North Dakota. No, get your bye. Dude, no.
I agree. I mean, you can't take your special teams for granted. Never. You know, especially in a league like this where all the teams are so very close and the talent is very close. You know, I don't place it solely on the kicker. I think Dart should have never thrown that ball, man. I don't think that was a good decision on his part.
But what blame is this? Do you put on the coach for not taking the sense to call a run? Like, okay, yes. You're up 26-8, 5 minutes left. I'm not a coach, but I know you got to run this. You got to run this into the dirt. 4 straight runs. I don't understand. Like, what am I missing, dude? Please. Oh, Guru, enlighten me. What's going on, dude? What is going on?
Dable is under fire. Glenn and Dable may be home after next week. You know,
maybe they'll do the show with me.
I know they may be on the show next week. We don't know what's going to happen, but these guys, if you have a rookie quarterback, right, you have a lot of pressure on this guy as it is. Yes, he's been great, but you can't expect this magic to last him, you know, forever. He already threw 2 touchdowns. Like, the guy is playing awesome, man. Like, you need to get behind him and say, listen, this is what we have to do. We have to be conservative now. They have a momentum. We cannot give up the ball. That is number 1.
Preach.
So it's on Dable also as much as it is on the team.
100%. I think Dable, I should say that he is in a position to protect your quarterback. And I'm screaming in his ear set, you don't throw this ball in any circumstances. We're burning this clock down, dude. I don't care if Don Q is wide open 50 yards down the field. Run. Because, dude, football is a clock management game. We both know this.
Yes.
You've got to manage this clock, dude. And to me, why are you tempting fate by throwing, giving them momentum, giving them a little life. If I see you on the ground bleeding, I'm not going to say, hey, are you okay? You want some water? Let me help you get up so you can end up getting up and beating the you-know-what out of me. No, let's end this. If I'm winning, dude, like, I don't understand, dude. Like, you had this game won, and you some way, somehow just pooped the bed. I don't get it, dude. Gable's on the hot seat, dude. I think he's in a bigger hot seat than Aaron is.
I agree because he's been there longer. You know, I think he's going to be gone for sure after this year. You know, I don't think they're a rebuild. You know, I don't think he's going to be there long. They probably should have never started Wilson, and
No.
the Jets probably should have never started Fields. You know, and they're both in the same boat. I was never a fan of Fields. You know, we could have drafted him, but we took Zach Wilson instead. So we had the chance to get Fields at that time. And I've never been a fan of his, to be honest with you. When he was in the Bears, when he was on Pittsburgh, I've never been a fan. I just don't like. If you watch some of the games that he's been in the Jets, there are guys that are totally wide open with no one around them, and he overthrows them.
Yes.
That's an accuracy thing. You know, that's
also Wilson threw a throw, I think, game one. He just threw it up in the sky. I was like, who are you throwing this to, dude? I was like, here, catch. Whoever could get it, get it.
Yeah.
So I understand why you would take him out, but dude, you got to protect this guy. Like you said, he's on fire.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
He's you know, Eric Boone is in the building. Dude, Davo's got to go. And at least the Giants seems to thrive. Look at Danny Dimes, dude. Danny Dimes is a beast right now.
Look at that. He's going to be MVP they're talking about. I'm like, are you kidding me, man? Oh, my God. The Giants had him. Look at Saquon Barkley. Barkley, look what he did when he's off the Giants.
Yes.
He got a chip. He got a chip.
He got a chip. He got a chip.
My own friends are saying you got to get rid of Barkley, man. He's done. Danny Dimes, they're done. You know, maybe it was coaching.
Maybe it was coaching, dude. Take some accountability, dude. Maybe it's you.
Right. Maybe
sticking with the NFL, dude. I'm gonna talk about something I want to talk about. That's my boy, Decky. Yes. Like him or don't like him. Like him or don't like him, dude. The stats don't lie. Ball don't lie. Stats don't lie, dude. Dak is putting up numbers, dude, that are mind blowing. This guy's got the second highest QBR behind what's his face on Kansas City? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank now. Who's the quarterback in Kansas City? Oh my God, Pat Mahomes. Yeah, he's second by Pat Mahomes in QBR.
Yep.
You got to say this, dude. Forget the record, and I've had this conversation several times. Is Dak at least in the conversation for MVP?
He. You know what What do I say about Prescott? Everything is always against this guy. Injuries, team schematics, and he always seems to thrive. He's probably the most resilient quarterback in the NFL. And he gets so much hate. This guy gets hate like crazy. He threw how many touchdowns did he have? 2 touchdowns yesterday, 74-yarder to Lamb. I was like, this guy didn't miss a beat. He had a gruesome injury.
Preach, John Q. Preach.
He had a gruesome injury, and everybody counted him out. Some people didn't even want him to come back to the team. And look at this guy going now. He's proven everybody wrong. I love it. I'm not a fan of the Cowboys, but I love watching him play, man. I mean, as
the grit and the heart he has, dude. Like I said, I could separate the player from the team and like who I like and don't like. I'm not a Jordan fan, but dude, he's the GOAT. You can't deny it. I'm not gonna deny his greatness. And to me, it's like you can't deny how Dak is doing this with a shambled offensive line. CeeDee Lamb now he's just came back this week, and dude, he's putting up insane numbers, dude. Throwing to the guy that cleaned your pipes last week, you know. The week before, he was throwing it to the guy that, you know, help clean your gutters. Like, dude, he's throwing to nobodies, and he's making magic happen. Dude, Dak is a gritty, gutsy dude, and I got a lot of respect for him.
I do. I'm going to agree with you on that. And then, you know, what people don't realize, like, he has like the highest percentage for versus touchdown passes to interceptions. Like, he has like that streak that, you know, that's impressive, man, to have so many touchdown passes without an interception in the NFL, doing this for so many years on such a high level. Everybody that you talk to about Prescott, especially on his team, they're like, they've never met anybody more attention to detail oriented than him.
Yes.
And he stays composed. He's the
He
most
stays
composed.
in the zone. Yeah.
Correct. He has
he
ability in himself and confidence in himself. Multiple pieces around him, yes, they're good, but dude, without that guy at the helm, I don't know, man. That team is not going to win 44-22. Sorry.
Dak is playing who's in front of him. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Props to him. Eric?
I'm not going to get his jersey or anything, but you know,
Eric, what do I say to you? I agree. Preach, brother. Preach. Dude, yeah, like I said, I know you're not going to get his jersey. I understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, like I said, you got to call a spade, dude. The dude is playing on another level, dude. I have a lot of respect for him. You know, Cowboy fan or not, dude, this guy's gritty as you know what. Got heart. And, dude, he knows the game. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. You know, if they could just get somebody to play defense, this team could actually be decent. This defense is like Pop Warner defense, but the offense is like Jordan-esque. So it's crazy.
They're on fire. They're definitely on fire. And when they won, I was like, oh God, I'm doing the podcast with Ray tomorrow. I could already feel his aura of Prescott, and you know, his daughter has the cowboy jersey on, and you know,
you knew it was coming. You said, "Oh God, here we go." That's why I texted you. I said, "Oh, ready for tomorrow, dude. Get ready." All right.
Yep.
We're going to switch to our favorite sport. Both of you and I have the biggest passion for it, and that is the NBA. NBA starts this Tuesday. 2 big games. First one is the Knicks and the Cavs, followed by Lakers and Warriors, dude. I know you're pumped. I'm a huge NBA fan just like you. We live and breathe, ball don't lie. What are your feelings? What are you talking about, dude? Give it to me.
Man, I've been so looking forward to this, man. Like you said, we love this game. You know, tomorrow is huge because it's the Rockets OKC. I want to see Durant. I want to see Durant so bad. See how he interacts with Udoka's system and all the young guys around them. Of course, Golden State and Lakers. That's a freaking huge opening night. But Mike, I'll be there Wednesday night for the opener. I've been a season ticket holder since 2021.
Yes.
Section 207. And I'll be there with my
say hi to him, dude. Everybody who goes to the game, say hi to D.
207, come through and buy me a drink. I can't afford to buy you one, but I'll accept.
Yeah, he will take free drinks. You can buy him a drink. I will be there. I will be there when they play the Lakers, and I will buy you a drink.
All right, I owe you one too, so we'll get each other around. That sounds.
We'll get each other around. I will be there. I will definitely be there. But yeah, dude, this is gonna be a sick lineup. Russell Westbrook is on his 6th team. Crazy, dude.
I wanted him so bad, Ray.
I thought he was going to be a Knick too.
I wanted him on the Knicks. How good would that be to watch that guy just get a steal and dunk it and hear the Madison Square Garden crowd just roaring, man? How good it would inject more adrenaline in him. He still got it. He played great. He played great with Denver.
With the Denver got rid of him. Was that personal? You think?
I'm shocked. I think that maybe he played too good for their point guard. Maybe he threw their point guard off a little bit, or maybe there was some intimidation fact. I don't know what it is, but I believe in the guy. He's one of my favorite ever players by far. I love his game. How do you not like the guy?
How do you not like him, dude? I respect Russell Westbrook.
100%.
These guys are triple-double machine. I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like him or don't like him, facts are facts. Guys putting up numbers that can't be denied. So you can't tell me this guy is garbage.
Ray, you know what the best part about him is we're old school. We come from 2090s ball, and he says, and he'll tell you to this day, when I get on that court, I have no friends. Nobody is my friend. I am here to win. You get all this handshaking a lot in the NBA and a lot of love to the opposing team. Cool. But not with Westbrook. He's not going to give you that.
He's not giving you none of it. And dude, I don't know. See what happens here. They're going to see if Denver regrets it. I think Joker probably had a problem with him, from my perspective. I thought the two of them kind of clash a little bit because he probably wanted to score. And, Westbrook's a scorer. He's not going to deviate from who he is. It's going to be crazy, dude. It's going to be crazy. Staying on that topic, LeBron James called he was going to be out for just the preseason. Now, apparently, he's got a literal pain in his butt, and he's going to be out to the end of November. How do you think this will affect the Lakers, and what do you think this means for him? And give me your whole take on this, bro.
I feel like the Lakers are putting him out to pasture a little bit. I think that LeBron is a competitor. We all know this.
Okay.
I think him hurt is probably better than some team's entire bench. And I think that they want to give this team to Luka. I think that they're looking into the next chapter of the Lakers, which is very unfortunate because every NBA athlete will tell you, Patrick Ewing, Starks, Oakley, guys that did it. Kobe at the end of his career, they did not appreciate him. Nobody appreciated him.
No.
They respected him. They loved him, but I think that at the end of their career, nobody wants to tell you that you're washed up. Your mind and your body doesn't want to tell you that you're washed up. But I feel like they're putting more on this on LeBron. I think this is being like holding LeBron out purposely. I don't think that's in LeBron's favor. I don't think that he is in agreement with this, to be honest with you.
Do you think that the injury is not as severe as they're claiming? You
I don't.
huh?
I'm speculating, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Again, I'm asking for your opinion.
My opinion is that LeBron wants to play even when he's hurt. He's old school, and I know he can help the team.
100%.
Even if he's hurt, even if you put the guy in for 15 minutes a night, give him some, bench duties, whatever the case may be. I think he deserves. He's one of my favorites too. I think we have to respect him. I think we have to give him his due. He's done a lot for this game. He's done a lot for. He's been great with Cleveland. He opened schools. He's not a womanizer. Like, he's been.
You're not gonna see DWI charges, drug charges,
Yeah.
none of that stuff, dude. No, LeBron is squeaky clean.
Yeah, so far so good, and he's got to follow Kobe's footsteps. That's huge.
Yeah.
For him to just jump into that like nothing. I mean,
because the Laker fans weren't feeling it in the beginning because you're not Kobe, forget it.
I know.
Like, trust me, dude. I've been to LA a million times, dude, and you ain't Kobe, they don't love you. It's crazy.
Yeah, true talk.
And I think it's it's true talk. I think it's a little unfair to him because I think he's a really nice guy. One of the greatest of all time. And I don't know. I'm going to say he's hurt. I don't think, from my perspective, it's as bad as they're saying. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I think they want to pass this torch to Luka. Luka looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Guy dropped insane amount of weight, put on muscle. I think he is the guy. They signed him to a big contract. It's Luka time. He looks good. He looks really, really good. And I don't know, dude. I would still like to have LeBron, like you said, even playing 15, 20 minutes a game, dude. You need his presence, dude. He's better than 7 starters on a bunch of different teams. Like, he's still that dude. Eric says it's the beginning of the season, a long season. They want him at 100% and then start him from there. Need to push if he's not 100%. But again, Eric, we both say this. Do you think he's not 100%? I think he's at 75, 80% right now. I think if push came to shove, he could play. I think if this was the playoffs, I think he would be playing right now. Do you agree?
100%. I totally agree. He's a competitor. The guy has told you that. He's played injured before. He, a pain in the butt. I get it, sciatica, whatever. I mean, you can't give me a better reason for that, man. Come on, man. Like, give me a better reason. LeBron is a competitor. You got to say he's got a broken bone or something to keep this guy out of a game. Come on, man. Everybody knows how he performs. He's on the last year of his contract. He's going to be a free agent. He has a no trade clause. So what is your goal with him? Are you going to re-sign him next year to big money? No.
You think they're not going to re-sign him?
No way.
Hot take. Hot take.
No way.
Hot take. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
LeBron, come to New York. We welcome you with open arms, LeBron. Come to New York. Even though you didn't come the first time, you made a decision to go to Miami. We take you back.
Do we want LeBron on the Knicks? No, no one wants that. Nobody wants that. You're out of your mind now. Now you're sniffing paint fumes.
We got to take Johnny too.
I know you were having this conversation. Oh my God, we were having this conversation for Kobe to LA to New York. I was like, no. Timmy brings up a valid point. Kobe did play with his broken finger. And yeah, dude, he muddled through this. Eric, I agree. He's making me upset too. I don't know, dude. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think the Lakers are going to re-sign him for some reason because you can't you can't trade someone like LeBron. He's a box office guy.
Yep.
He's going to bring in the crowd from
Yep.
a marketing perspective. Even if
Yep.
he was washed up at this point, which he's not,
Right.
you still need this guy on your team, dude. He's bringing butts. More. Forget the pun. He's bringing butts into the seats right now.
Think about it, Ray. Like, what happens? We know what Doncic is about. He gets hurt.
Yes, he does. But do you think that the conditioning that he's, turned into this butterfly and now he's completely revolved his body? Do you think that's going to help his health to some degree?
I think it's going to help his health, but I don't think he'll be able to finish a full season without being injured. It's just his track record. So when you lose Luka, who's your box office person now? Who's bringing in your people?
So you think he suffers from Anthony Davis-itis?
100%. They trade each other's stretchers. They switch stretchers every now and then. My son calls him Anthony Day-to-Day Davis. That's what he calls him.
I love it, Anthony Day-to-Day Davis. Oh my God, dude, that is hysterical. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my God,
I think you got to give LeBron his due, right? If he's, we respect him. He did a lot for this game. If this is in fact his last year, if they have any inkling that he needs a proper going away party. I know people don't agree with this and they don't like a going away party, but come on, give the fans what they want.
But don't you think he would have done that when he made his announcement?
I don't know if he would. I think he's trying to keep it a little bit quiet this time. And he kind of has said that he doesn't want a going away party. Like he has said that openly in the media. I think that he deserves it. And I think they should give it to him if they know he's leaving. Tell me that so that I could go get my Knicks tickets and make sure that I see his last game at the Garden. I want to see it. What
do you think about that fan that's suing the Lakers for false advertising, thinking LeBron was retiring, dude? Do you think he's got any shot at getting that money?
You never know the way these times are, Ray. You
never know.
No, yes.
Tim says Cooper Fleck would be a Laker in 5 years. Dude, I wish. I doubt that's happening.
I don't know, man. Cooper, do you want to stay in Dallas for the rest of your career? He needs a big time. Needs to be in a big time. Go to New York, go to Miami, go to LA for sure. I like that.
I'm going to end this with something that we both have a love for, which is music and sports. And I haven't talked about this because I was waiting for you, because if those don't know, Don Q not only is a sports guru, but he's also one of the best DJs on the planet.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got mad love for you, dude. Your skills are insane.
Thank
Bad
you.
Bunny. Dude, I've been hearing so much nonsense about Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. People are getting upset. People are boycotting, putting on their own show. I'm going to let you run with this first, dude, because you are the music guru. What are your feelings on Bad Bunny performing? And dude, the floor is yours, bro.
Okay. I had a feeling you were going to ask me this. As you know,
I saved it for you. I saved this topic for you. I waited 3 weeks. Like, when is Don Q being on? Okay, I got you. I'm ready.
Okay. So I am 100% Puerto Rican, so I'm going to side with Bad Bunny for that. But also,
okay,
because of DJing, I've seen what his music does to the dance floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also know that he is the most streamed artist on Spotify since 2020. He also had 1 billion streams. He's a record-breaking artist. He changed the mold of music, right? He's this guy that's flamboyant. He doesn't care how he dresses. He could cross-dress. He could do whatever it is. And he has a thing that he doesn't really care what people think about him. But what I like is that he's trying to elevate Puerto Rico and the people, right? So if we look at the history of Super Bowl halftime shows, it has been riddled with immigrants, right?
Yes.
We could look with Coldplay. We could go down the line.
U2.
Right, U2, right. Now, Bad Bunny is a United States American citizen.
Wait, did you hear that, folks? Puerto Rico is part of the United States, dude. Let's establish this right now. For people who are saying he's an immigrant, he's not from here. I don't know what you were doing in second grade, but me and Don were in social studies and we were learning geography. And I don't know why you don't think Puerto Rico is a state. I think that's scary. Yep. I'm nervous for you. I don't know how you're functioning in life, driving and able to brush your teeth and wash your face, because that's just mind-boggling. You don't know that Puerto Rico is a state. But okay, I'm gonna let you go. Go on.
So Puerto Rico is it's in a weird thing because it's a commonwealth, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a self-governing island, and it's not considered as of the 51st state. There's been a lot of controversy. Should we make it a state? Should we keep it a territory, a commonwealth? What should it be? Regardless, the United States wanted us, right? So we're here with you. We are now, when we are born, we are given, we don't need a passport. We are United States citizens. We get a birth certificate. If I'm born in San Juan, I'm a United States citizen. That's what it is. We are a part of the United States. When you go to PR with your family and you enjoy the beach and the food and the culture for that week, we are a part of the United States. It's okay for you to go there and vacation and listen to the music for a week and go home, but you can't listen to it for 25 minutes when it's the top selling album and the most streams in history of music. No, the NFL is super smart. Jay-Z, your boy, made this happen. Your boy made this happen, Ray.
Yes,
he was smart. He said, this guy is causing all these waves in the music industry. He's been on SNL like 3 times. Like, give him his props. Let him perform. Shakira did it. J-Lo did it. Like, I don't get it. I see people listening, doctors. I work with doctors all day. They listen to Bad Bunny all day long. He's changed the culture, universal music. So I'm a fan. I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to see an alternative show. That's my opinion.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to say this as well, dude. You could like him. Tell me you don't like his music. I respect it because there's music out there that, I'm not a big YouTube guy, but to say that Puerto Rico is not a state, it's a commonwealth. To say he's an immigrant and, it should be a U.S. citizen that's performing, I think is just asinine. Like, I don't know where you're coming with this. Yeah. He's the top selling artist right now in the world. Like you said, he's streaming, the highest streaming artist for years now. This guy is crushing it. And he's selling out every show that he had in Puerto Rico.
Right.
And dude, it's like you may not like his music, you may not like his songs, but he's selling. Somebody likes him because he's not getting 8 trillion streams. He's not getting every sold out concert that he has because he sucks. Someone likes him. Someone's buying tickets. Someone's paying money to stream his music. Exactly. So, it's not just you and I streaming his music. Someone else must be to be the highest streamed artist. Dude, something's like, I don't understand. Like, okay, I will respect your argument if you say, I don't like his music. I don't like any of his songs. They all sound the same. Whatever it is, fine. But to say that you don't like him because, like I said, he's not a quote-unquote citizen. He's not from the U.S. It's a commonwealth, yada, yada, yada.
Commonwealth, yep.
Yeah, it's nuts.
U.S. territory.
Yeah, it's a U.S. territory. Dude, like you said, if you live in Puerto Rico right now and have a child, that child does not need sponsorship. Your child is a U.S. citizen.
Right.
And people do not get that. That right there says it all. I don't need to go through any lawyers. I don't need to do anything.
Yep. Ray, I love it that people are saying, oh, NFL, that's an American game. How many non-Americans do you have on your NFL teams? How about coaching? How about coaches? Is every single person in the NFL American? No, sir. No. So that's false. Yeah, a lot of the people don't want this because it is Spanish. It's in Spanish. I get it. I understand. You don't understand.
No,
but how about the people that don't speak English that watch NFL and watch the Super Bowl? Should we translate Russian or Ukraine or whatever the case may be? No, it doesn't work like that. He's popular. He's streaming. It's good for business. It's good for the NFL because now you're more global. More people will reach out now and say, you know what? I'm going to check out the halftime show now. I don't like football. I like soccer. I'm a soccer guy, but you know what? Bad Bunny's on there. Let me check it. This is smart tactics, Ray. This is, marketing at its finest.
Like, preach. And dude, if you see these games now, they're in London. They're having games in Barcelona. They're having games all over Europe. Get the hint, dude. The NFL is going global, dude.
Exactly.
You got to grow. You have to expand. You can't stay in this little box.
100%. And the NFL sees that.
Give it a pound, dude, brother. Throw the pound up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, dude. You got to. You have to expand. And the NFL gets it. Roger Goodell gets it.
Yep.
And to me, if you're gonna stay very, very domestic, and we're only gonna have these domestic artists, quote unquote, and we're only gonna have people that are, from a U.S. state, because apparently Puerto Rico's not. It's like, dude, like you're not gonna grow, and I think they're going global. And I feel like the NFL is taking the lead, dude. If you don't notice, there have been more international games this year than there ever been, and there's a reason for it, dude. And
100%.
you got to get on the wagon, dude. Like, I'm sorry, again. Tell me you don't like his music, dude. I'm not a YouTube fan. They performed at the halftime show. I listened to it and watched it, and it is what it is, dude.
Same.
Yeah, dude. So it's like, what am I going to do?
Exactly.
I'm not the. Yeah, I'm not going to leave. I'm like, all right, let the group sing their songs. I'm not the biggest Coldplay fan, and those guys are not from the U.S.
I know.
So I don't understand this argument. Like, dude, Coldplay is not from here. And
Me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Shakira. Yeah, hey, Ray, listen, the NFL was smart. Why? Because Jay-Z, for one, marketing genius, music guy, he said as soon as they announced Bad Bunny was going to be the halftime performer, there was immediate buzz on Instagram, social, TV. They just gave themselves the biggest promotion for this much money.
For zero. This was like the biggest free advertisement in the world, dude.
Everyone
is. People are gonna watch it just to hate it.
They're laughing. They're like, look at this, these guys. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna watch it just to show you how angry I am. Exactly, Don. I'll show you.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Eric brings up a great point. I think one problem is his catalog music must be. So for me, it doesn't matter. I could do the magical thing called change the channel. Preach, brother. Preach. I'm going to give you another applause, dude. Preach, brother.
That's the problem. The Spanish speaking, for sure, is the issue, and people, want to. But how many times do you have these guys, Coldplay, etc., singing, and you can't understand a word that they're freaking saying sometimes, and the mic is muffled. They're talking like this. Exactly. Listen, dude, Bad Bunny's music is not about just the lyric. It's about the music, the production. It's about the sentiment, and people, as we see, 20 billion people streaming are not just Spanish. Trust me when I tell you, they are affected by the music. They feel it. He has a story. He's telling a story. So I think
he says, "Let's play 7 songs." Love you, brother. I'm there, dude. I am there.
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the right guy, Ray, to ask about this, but
I had to, dude. You're my music guy, so I'm gonna just go to you. All right, let's end this final buzzer, dude. This is where I'm gonna let you ask anything you want. This is the time where you can ask anything about me to Don. I'm gonna let the floor open, dude, and ask me what I think about whatever, and ask Don what you think about whatever, and I will get to you. Shane says the NFL has a problem selecting entertainment for the Super Bowl halftime show. There are more genres of music other than pop. Don, take it.
Yeah, this is true. And this is why they chose, U2, Coldplay. There used to be a time where they would sort of split the performers in half, like have a hip hop artist, have a pop artist, but remember, now, if we go and put, let's say a classic rock band in there, right? Is that going to be good for the NFL? Is that going to be good? Does a classic rock band give you 20 billion people watching or streaming? No. So the NFL is a big business, right? So they're going to go to what is hot. They want, if I could get half of the streams that he gets on Spotify, that means I get 10 billion people looking at this. And I guarantee you 5 billion of those people have no interest in football, no interest in the Super Bowl. So this is a more, not just pop genre. It's selecting an artist that's going to give you a buzz.
Exactly. Shane, if the Cowboys are playing in the Super Bowl, I don't care who's playing at halftime. Neither do I. I agree with you. Who cares? I don't care either. I agree with you 100%. And Alex says, am I a Yankees fan? No, I did not hit my head today. So no, that's an easy question.
Hold on.
Oh God. But I know someone who is.
Hold on.
I know someone who is.
You feel better, Ray? How's that?
Oh God. Oh God. Fernando asks, Godfather or Goodfellas? Duh, that's you, buddy. You know this one.
Don't ask
Boy,
me
you came for the right
my
show, dude. I think the show was designed for you.
Don't ask me about my movie preference, Ray. I gotta go. Oh man!
Yeah. Wow,
First,
dude, that
man.
question was fire.
Godfather.
I'm thinking.
Good one though. Good question.
That's a great question, Fernando. Dude, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a plus for that too. Great question. I'm gonna go Godfather too. Should the Mets seriously allow Alonso to leave? No. Pay this man, dude. Pay him.
Alonso.
No.
Alonso.
No.
Anti-Juan Soto. We're waiting for you, buddy.
No shot, dude. No shot.
Pete Alonso with open arms on the pinstripes. The real pinstripes will look great on him.
All right, dude, let's wrap this up. I want to thank you again for coming through, dude. I'm definitely going to bring you on again, dude. It's been a blast. People want to listen to your next podcast. So something coming up, sorry. Tell us about it. Where can we find you, dude? Promote your business, promote your DJ skills. Let's hear it all, dude.
Ray, first of all, thank you and Tom for having me. This was awesome, man. I love this stuff. I love you. You know that. You've been always good to me. Good, you know, we go back sports for years and music. So this is perfect platform for you. You know, I'm gonna share and tell people, you know, I love your work. DJing, you know, djdonq.com. Every Thursday at K Pacho in New Hyde Park. If you guys want to come hang out, listen to some Bad Bunny. And the Rod's Balls podcast was developed by my son and I about 6 years ago. And we talk Knicks, but we talk a lot of other stuff. I'm gonna feed into Ray to get it more of a available platform, and Tom to see if you guys can help me with that. As of right now, it's in a Dropbox format. So if anybody wants it, I can send you all 6 episodes that we have. And we're gonna start our next podcast with the opening night of the Knicks, and we're gonna go.
And where can they find you on the socials?
You could go to DJ Don Q NY New York on Instagram. Don Q Rodriguez on Facebook, and my website is www.djdonq.com.
Don, brother, thank you again. I'm definitely bringing you back. That's not even up for discussion, so just be ready. Thank you so much for coming, dude. Love having you, dude. It's been a blast and a half, dude. I saved the best conversations for you. And, dude, stick around, and I'm going to wrap this up, all right?
All right.
One time for the brother, dude. Don Q, stay in the studio, dude. All right, well, there you have it, dude. Thank you guys for watching. Again, for Ray Sports and Slams, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate you guys watching again. I'll be back next week at 6 o'clock with more exciting stuff, more NFL. The NBA will probably be in full swing at this point, so we're definitely going to get deeper into the NBA. Again, thank you for the love. BoinkStudios.com, Ray Sports and Slams. You can find us on all the networks that stream podcasts, Apple Pay, Google Play, etc. Thank you again for joining us, and I will bid you adieu, and I will see you when I see you, which will be next week, 6 o'clock. Have a good night, bro.